We are currently in Nagoya. We stayed just one night. We love Nagoya because it's so chill, the people are more relaxed, there's really good shopping. It's a great city, I think. This is the pretty budget hotel we stayed in last night. It came with a public centaur, like a hot bath, which is great, and it has flooring in the hotel rooms, which is really unique. Usually it's like gross, stained up, stinky carpet. So it's pretty small, pretty tiny, as usual, but we don't care. Here's a little tiny bathroom. I think I'm about 6 months pregnant here, 5 months. Yeah. So today we'll be taking the train up into the countryside to a smaller town to look at an AKIYA. So come along for our journey out of the city and into the Japanese countryside to look at an extended house tour of a Japanese AKIYA.
Every time I come there,
The final stop. Please take care not to leave any items.
See, this is the most important thing, is they've got a good 지도한바퀴 selection at your local station. So here we are walking up to the house. We roamed around the suburbs for a little while to get a vibe of what it's like in the area. This house was built in 1982 and it was in really, really good condition, as you'll see on the inside. The first thing I did notice though was the front door was right up against the street, which is not unusual in Japan, but it is a little bit unsafe for when you have children running around. How cool is this front room? It's kind of like a shop front. It was giving me some really cool, inspiring ideas. That little square tatami mat is for horikotatsu, one of those underground heated tables. And this is the kitchen. It looks really dated and ugly, but it's all the more exciting for reformation ideas. The real estate agent was trying to open the underground like rice storage unit so we could take it out and look under the house. So one of the most important things for me when looking at a home is having a backyard or a garden space attached to the house. I like to grow my own food in Australia anyway, but it's also just having that space around you so you don't feel so cooped up and claustrophobic and shoulder to shoulder with your neighbors, which is really hard in Japan. All the houses are built like side by side. But this house had a really good backyard. It's so good for when you have children. You can just chuck them outside when they're being too crazy. And they have the freedom and safety of running around nearby. So I'm just making sure that especially the wet rooms of the house, like the bathroom and the vanity, don't have any signs of water damage or rot or termites. And it's pretty hard to know without being able to like turn the water on or live in the house. But if you push against the walls where the tiling is and feel the stability of the house, it gives you a really good idea. And so far this house seemed really stable and good. Now here the real estate is still trying to open up the underground kitchen storage. Yeah, I had to really look hard and deep at each individual little corner of the house to make sure there's no signs of termites or water damage. It's really important because you don't want to go buying a place that's going to end up being a big money pit. Of course, that's a different story if you want to buy a really old, beautiful kominka and do it up from scratch, from the bare bones. Then that's a whole nother project. How nice is this upstairs area? It was really open and there's quite a lot of space. A total of 4 bedrooms upstairs. One thing I will say it was missing was an upstairs balcony to give it that sense of openness, but it did have an engawa, like that hallway sunroom. Here's a view of like half the backyard. We get from here all the way over to the neighbour's backyard as well, unusually. It's a bit overgrown right now, but that's easy to fix. And by we get, I mean we will get if we decide to buy this place. So just like the last house we looked at, this house was also built by the owner, not the same owner, different owner. But it's a really good sign because it means that, you know, a carpenter who builds his own house is not going to let it just deteriorate. He's definitely taken really good care of it. Besides these bug screens that have come off in the vacant years that it's not been occupied. In the storage cupboards there was shikui lime plaster, which is a really good sign. It means there's not going to be as much moisture damage to your belongings, so we don't have to change that. Maybe I would change like the colour of the walls, but it's not terrible. It's not an emergency. The woodwork throughout the whole house is in really good condition. It's really well put together. It's such a good sign when you're looking at a home. So we're investigating under the house just to make sure that we don't see any like rotting supporting beams of the house, and the flooring looks like it doesn't have water damage underneath too, especially under where the kitchen plumbing is. Yeah, it's a little bit spooky. Let me know if you see anything creepy, but yeah, it all looked pretty good. No moisture, no wetness, no rotting.
See, like that one obviously is moved a little bit, but
住んでるし、横住んでます。はい、それで、だからまあ家族経営がもうちょっと年寄りの。年寄りの。
Are you talking like Papa?
夫婦。まあ、おじいちゃんおばあちゃん。こっちも多分おじいちゃんおばあちゃん。ああ、はい。
So we're going down the side of the house to look at the backyard. There's heaps of space. There's a lot you could do. You could even just have a lawn if you want to. There was also like a storage shed and workshop, which was kept in really good condition with concrete floors. So it's really exciting. So I'm in the local supermarket now, and it's pretty cheap. Very nice. This is so cool. I love local supermarkets. They seriously have everything. Everything you need!